My heart. My heart, y'all, it's so full. Today on Readus Reviews, I review A Wrinkle in Time. A movie based on a book that I'm going to admit, as a child, I never had an opportunity to read, but I'm about to fix that right quick. And basically the story is about this girl named Meg whose father's been missing for 4 years. Before he went missing, he and her mom pretty much found a way to collapse space-time into itself in order to travel to far dimensions in the shortest time possible. But it just so happens that he was captured by this dark force within another dimension within our universe. And so Meg, while also accompanied by her adopted brother Charles Wallace and this kid from her school, Calvin, to go traverse these different planes and planets in order to find him. So while I never read this book growing up, I can clearly tell that Ava DuVernay read this growing up and she loved it because there is so much love and care in this movie. Oh my god. While the plot is simple, the overall story is very character driven. And I thought that the movie did a good job pinpointing certain parts that made the story feel more impactful. So with that being said, let's talk about the characters that stood out to me the most, starting with Meg. I was able to relate to Meg for multiple reasons, and the actress that they got to play her did a great job in doing that. Because she is everyone who had something traumatizing to her happen and everybody else just tell her to get over it. She's everyone who had to be the bigger person even when you don't want to and it's not your fault. She's the person who wishes that she was like everybody else just so that everybody else could leave you alone. She's the person who hates the skin that they're in or the nappiness of their natural hair because of what society says is acceptable. But more importantly, at the end of the day, she's that person who realizes that worrying about all of that is dumb and that yourself is the best self. You know, unless you're a legit scumbag, then you fix your face right now. If I had a younger brother, I'd want him to be Charles Wallace. Hell, when I have a son, I want him to be Charles Wallace. He's just so full of love and trust and support and motivation. Like, Michael B. Jordan would have won his title fight in Creed if Charles Wallace was there rooting for him in his corner. And then there's Calvin, which, if I could sum up in one action, it would have to be this. Ooh, that's cold. But I will admit, readers, while Calvin's thirst showed no bounds, it was a respectable thirst? Like a thirst that helped Meg realize her self-worth. While also being a level of thirst that didn't really push past Meg's level of comfort, which was something that I was really worried about while I was watching this movie. Like it took me 30 plus minutes to realize, oh, okay, you're being respectful. Alright. I'm watching you, though. Other things I liked about this movie was the art design for the planets. The cinematography throughout was just beautiful. I loved pretty much every single costume design made for the misses. And I love that Zach Galifianakis keeps informing me that he can play more than just the role that he's known for playing in The Hangover. Jesus Christ. But I would have to say that there are some nitpicks, starting with how I felt that the orchestral score was done. There were times over the course of the movie that I felt that the overall score didn't necessarily match up with the overall tone of the movie. There's also a certain CGI creature that I won't mention by name because it will imply spoilers that I feel was a bit too cartoony. I don't know, it just felt a bit out of place for me. And this is less of a nitpick and more of a wish, in which case I wish I had a bit more information explained to me over the course of the movie about the it and the overall dimension that it's housed in. Because it did a lot of cool things in the movie and I wanted to know how it did it. Basically, I wanted to know more about how it worked. Then again, I should probably just get the book if I want to know the information, which I just keep realizing I need to do. Because overall, readers, A Wrinkle in Time is a movie that I'm glad that I saw, while also proving that it's a story that I need to read as soon as possible. It's a great movie that did a great job delivering very important need-to-know morals to a multitude of people. There's something there for both kids and adults alike, and it truly deserves as much recognition as Black Panther is currently getting now. I'd say it's worth a full ticket admittance price for theaters and a Blu-ray purchase for home video. So with that, readers, your homework assignment for the day. Write in the comments section below what you thought of A Wrinkle in Time if you've seen it. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, because I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and every other Friday. But until then, this is Readus 101. Class dismissed.